next class in Adobe After Effects, there is a wiggle transform. So let us try to understand what is a wiggle transform in After Effects. The wiggle transform in After Effects refers to two methods for adding natural random motion to your layers without manual keyframing. Okay, here also no need to add any keyframes manually. So automatically that will Animator itself, it is shape layer modifier and an expression. There are two methods to operate this the wiggle effects in After Effects. The one is the modifier. By modifying that values, we can wiggle for animation. The second is expression. The both are powerful tools for automating animations and making motion graphics feel more organic. The first one is the wiggle transform shape modifier. This is a specific effect that can be applied to properties within a shape layer to randomly animate its characteristics such as position, scale and rotation. It is added via the add menu in the shape layers content panel. Key parameters in effect controls panel include the wiggle amount, okay, the maximum degree of transformation applied to the shape, the wiggle speed, the rate at which the value changes per second, then wiggle rotation, the maximum amount of random rotation applied. Next, wiggles per second controls the speed, frequency of the animation, right? First, let us try to understand this. The first one, the wiggle transform by shape modifier, right? So the next we'll check the wiggle expressions. Focus on the wiggle transform shape modifier. Yes, open this one. Okay, this is my composition here. Let us create one box. Here it is my box. Okay, here that control the contents here. At the content there is a add button is there. Okay, before this the wiggle transform, we already discussed about the wiggle paths. So wiggle path themselves they can animate without adding any key frames, right? So wiggle transform, apply that one. It is added the wiggle transform here. So open this one. See here, the parameters are there showing the wiggle per second. How many wiggles required per the second? That is, the minimum value is 2.0 and correlation is 50. The default value showing and temporal phase, spatial phase and random seed. Okay, suppose if I increase this one, so let us increase this one, and if I play this one by pressing the space bar, see it is nothing happened. Okay, so these parameters can apply on the transformation. See here, there is a transform is there. So open this one. Here depends on the transform values you can change this. The wiggle transform can apply, the parameters can apply to these transform effects. Suppose here I am changing the position here, changing the position, apply this one. Now see, the wiggling has been added, the position, right? If you change the value here, then only it is applying. Control Z. Now see here, I am using the scaleness here. Suppose this is the scaleness, and increase the scaleness. Suppose the values are changed. And now see, so wiggling means just like a pop-up. Sometimes And for the smooth animation, some smooth motion graphics, we use these kind of effects. Okay, now I'll change this to rotation value. Suppose here I'm applying the rotation, suppose minus 20, yes, something. Now see here also, without adding any the keyframe, so itself it is applying with the wiggle transform. But wiggle transform, it is not applying only with these values. It depends on the transform. When you change the transforms, so automatically that will affect to the animation. I'll increase the wiggles per second. Suppose let us add 100. Now say this one. And I'll change this position to this much, sorry, yeah, this much, yeah, this much. The position are changing. And suppose the rotations are changing here, so this much. And even you can add the correlations and 100%. And you can experiment all the values. So this is also same like here the wiggle paths, but here the wiggle paths themselves they can animate, but here the wiggle transform you have to use the parameters along with this the transform values, right? It is very easy and simple to understand. So in motion graphics, so mostly we use these wiggling transforms, wiggling transform effects, right? This is all about the transform, wiggling transform.